Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Weyimi Agbeyegbe of the men's soccer team. Weyimi, last weekend in the first and second round of the NCAA tournament here in Lexington, you had a goal, an assist, and a pair of wins to help the Generals advance to the Sweet 16. Just take us through last weekend.
It was a great weekend. Both games, great teams we played. We started off slow in both of them. First game was a tough game. They played us pretty well, and got my goal. Found the top of the box, pretty easy. Second game was a little tight. It was 2-2 for a good bit of the half, for the second half, and then Mike got the ball, fast break, and as soon as I pulled away, I knew he was going to find me, and I just took a touch, slot in the back of the net.
You've been red hot of late, goals in 5 straight games, bringing your season total to 15 on the season. This year, you've played more up top. Last year, you played a little bit out on the wing. Just how have you been able to capitalize and being in kind of the true more striker role and being able to finish off a lot of chances this year?
Yeah, in the beginning came really easy. I was scoring when I moved there. I wasn't really too excited about moving away from right wing, and then over the middle of the season, I went on a little slump, and I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking about the position too much, trying not to. Then when I started just playing soccer, started scoring again. Now I just can't stop.
And as a team, you guys have been just red hot through the conference tournament last week, through the opening weekend of the NCAA tournament this weekend. Pretty much, almost 5 goals in almost every game outside of the conference championship game, which has been clicking so well offensively.
I think it's just we have so many weapons: Mateo, Park, Michael, Seabass, Grant, and then you even have when you have defenders like Charlie Colby scoring goals too. It just makes for a really fun offense. Everybody's getting involved. It's always a good time.
Now in your second season with the Generals men's soccer program, last year's team obviously extremely successful to the Final Four, again into the Sweet 16 already this year. Just what's the biggest difference though from last year to this year with this squad?
I think last year definitely coming in as a freshman, I felt like I was joining this team and more adding on to it. Now this year after I've played, this year feels like I'm more a part of the team. We have more team environment. We're ready to go big.
So now looking ahead to this Saturday, a Sweet 16 matchup against Kenyon. Just what do you have to do to walk away with a win and just try and keep moving along and try and get back to a Final Four for a second straight year?
Yeah, we know Kenyon's a good team. They move the ball well. They're quick. They're fast. They play a lot similar to us. We know if we play our game, our attack, our defense, we're one of the strongest teams in the country. I think there's not a team that can stop our attack when we're clicking well. So that's going to be the key for us.
He's Weyimi Agbeyegbe of the men's soccer team, one of our GeneralSports.com athletes of the week. Weyimi, thanks for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Now joined by one of the GeneralSports.com athletes of the week, it's Kristen Clodgo of the women's cross-country team. Kristen, on Saturday, you finished 17th at the NCAA South Regional meet, but after some auto qualifiers and everything, the dust settled and you qualified for the national championship. Just take us through not only the race on Saturday, but kind of the waiting period to see, and then finally finding out that, hey, I qualified for nationals.
Yeah, it was a fast race. We knew it would be, and so we were all just focused on, getting a good position and competing and doing as well as we could. And I knew I had a good finish, a good placement, but it wasn't quite good enough to be an automatic qualifier. So we had to wait until that next day to find out that Emory, the second team, got a spot at nationals, which means that I got to go as an individual.
So then kind of what were the emotions once you found out, hey, Emory's going, so now I get to go?
Yeah, it was really exciting. A little bit bittersweet because I would have loved for my team to go as well because we all had a really strong race. And we were super close, but it was pretty exciting to find out that I get to go.
Looking back at the whole season at large, a few weeks ago, a second team all-conference selection at the ODAC Championship, finishing 9th. You've seen your results kind of steadily improve throughout the season in terms of times, and feel like you're running your best at the last part of the season. Just when you look back at the whole season from a larger perspective, what do you take most out of it, and what do you like kind of moving to the last race of the year?
Yeah, I think it's really showing that hard work's paying off. We've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of mileage, and just I've been able to see that sort of steady increase in how I've been doing, which has culminated in my last few races being really good. Yeah.
You'll be joined by teammate Carolyn Todd, as well as men's cross-country runner Charles Scharf from WNL at the national championship. Just being able to take in that experience with a couple other familiar faces and a few more generals representing the programs here at WNL. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's really exciting to get to go with other people and share that experience and get to run and compete together.
And then finally, when looking ahead to Saturday's race, the NCAA Championships, you've worked so hard to get to this point. What are you looking to take out of the experience, and what are you doing in this final week of preparation to get ready to run come Saturday?
Yeah, it's really exciting. Just hopefully I want to go and enjoy the experience, but also still have the best race that I can. So just, finishing up our training and going and competing.
She's Kristen Clodgo of the women's cross country team and one of our generalsports.com athletes of the week. Kristen, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.